It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Cole Kmet. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Bears and the Packers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And his first pass is incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. And his throw is incomplete. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. To throw now, here's Love. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. A quick throw to Odunze on the RPO. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Here's 2nd and 7. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend.
Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Love from the gun on 3rd down.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he wisely will throw that one away. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And some room to maneuver. 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
79 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 53 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Love looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Luke Musgrave
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite level production.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Those defense for the Packers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
98 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
These two teams all tied after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
The Bears at 4-12 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now back to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
That is caught.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Play fake. Here's Love.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In motion, the tight end. Love from the gun. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Packers have taken the lead.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chicago offense set to get started.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better too.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
From the 20, here's a second down and 4. Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. He'll drop to throw.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Love.
Musgraves got it out right.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 5.
Ready.
Now Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here's Love.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Throwing. Love. Flushed out right. Muscles by at the 25. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Back to throw.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
Here's Swift.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. They'll drop the throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Off the play fake, Love. Rolling to his right. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right at the 35. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
He'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Back to throw here. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Tyler Scott.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
They'll try to run with Swift.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it in practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
To throw now, here's Love.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. On play action. Love to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
27-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. Here we go. At the Bears' 28-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the 2-yard line.
Jacobs diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Love throwing for it. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
2nd and 4. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze.
They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Bears.
Running is Swift. Dances by him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 136 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Escapes the defender. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Throw right side taken in by Odunze.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3.
They're going to look to throw.
A pass complete to Odunze.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Love.
A short throw to Musgrave.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
Let's go. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Love now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
Here now, 3rd down.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So now the Bears down by 7. A minute 53 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
He's back to throw. Dancing to his left.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's going to have the 1st down and then some.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The home team's offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Love. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. At 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll get this into the hands of Odunze.
So no gain on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, set.
Here's Love.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
2 minutes on the clock in overtime in a 3-point ball game.
Come on, set. Set.
Throwing. Love. That's complete to Dobbs.
So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better. That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Love looking to throw it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to keep the game alive.
York able to send this one through.
And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point. I'm back upbeat again. Forget the Downer stuff.